Did I even talk about? Okay, no, I did. Okay, we're good. Musically Attuning or Learning by David Reiner. It's in Mirror. I don't know why. Okay. All right. Who remembers learning the ABCs when they were in like kindergarten, first grade? You know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on. That's a great example of musical learning. So in 2013, a postdoctoral researcher at a university in Scotland by the name of Dr. Karen M. Leduc performed a study. And through that study, the results were that people trying to learn Hungarian found it easier and more retainable when they put the phrases to music. Rhythm and music can have a significant and tremendous effect on our memory and learning. Now, close your eyes for just a second. Close them and just imagine a real-life high school musical where everything that we know is put to music. Sounds like torture, right? It might be, but our memory would be significantly better, and I'm going to prove it. Now, before I can get into how music helps our memory and so on, we have to know what music is. Now, everyone knows the basic gist of music, and you know they have their favorite song and such, but music can be brought down to 3 basic points. The first being pitch, so ah. Second being rhythm, so ah, ah. The third being change or repeat in that rhythm, so ah, ah, ah. Now hopefully, since I played a musical instrument for 6 years, I can combine all 3 of those and make some music. So ah, ah, ah. There you go. The brain is our most intricate organ. Here is a picture of it. It says the limbic system and it has parts. So here's a picture of the limbic system, and the limbic system has to do with emotion, movement, and memory. Now sometimes when we listen to music, we have an emotional response, and that triggers our amygdala. And because of that, since it's a system, they're all linked, and it triggers our memory to remember that event or that musical event. Another reason is that there are so many different parts of the brain that retain information through music that when we try and go back to think of those moments, those musical moments, it'll be easier than if it wasn't a musical moment. So, music is a universal language. That's really cool. That's really unique. So, just last year, kids from Japan had a band trip to come over to here, and our band got to play with them. I got to play with their band. And so it was really cool because they didn't speak our language, and we come from 2 sides of the planet where we learn music, and we can still come together and make music. It'll be really easy. To go along with that language, you can take a song that's in a different language, where, say, Spain, where they speak Spanish or Catalan, and you can change the lyrics to English, and it'll still be music. I think that's really cool. So if you can imagine for me, an exponential graph, right? I know some of you aren't math kids, but an exponential graph. And that graph represents your learning scale when you are musically learning. And here's why. So, it says how music affects your brain. Brain at rest is this one. Brain's reaction to music is this one. When you listen to music, your brain is developing, okay? And when you put lyrics into that music that have to do with the topic that you're learning, it's a win-win. You're learning because you're developing the brain because of music, and you're putting that information in there and you're learning that music, that information. To go along with that, when you listen to music, a part of the brain that's being developed has to do with creativity. And because of that, when you're making those lyrics, it gets easier and easier because you're becoming more creative as you go. Thus, when you make your music, your growth goes way up, and it gets so much easier as you go and as you start using musical learning. Now, we take for granted all the power that we can have using musical learning. Now that we know what music is, we can take that and really, really, really use it to our advantage on learning and remembering things. Because our brain supports learning musically, and because our brain supports learning musically, and because it's a universal language, and because our growth with it is so exponential, musical learning is just amazing. And then I would have a mic here, but like I took it apart. Anyway, and I'm gonna leave this note on you. I can give you the rhythm, but only you can make your learning a musical. It says thank you for watching, and then bye-bye. Patrick. The trumpet. I think. Yeah, trumpet. That's it.